Hi, welcome back to the Bitter to Better podcast. First of all, I'd like to say I noticed I've worn this green shirt in a bunch of the episodes, so I'm really liking it apparently. It's a new workout shirt. Um, I have this on because I'm going to my Pilates assessment because as part of my goal to myself to be consistent in body movement and exercise, I was gifted some Pilates classes by my hubby and I'm going to go to my first assessment today and I'm really excited. So, anyway, I digress. If I have not put up the announcement yet for all of my episodes, I would like to let you know that I am doing ongoing Date Better as a Mom, free Date Better as a Mom webinars. You can register for them by clicking the link that you'll find here in the show notes. Also, in this episode in particular, there are going to be a lot of past podcasts and YouTube video links for episodes that relate to today's topic, which is preparing to date in the spring, aka dating season. Which, if you followed me for a while, you know I get very excited about this. One of my favorite times of the year. It's like dating Christmas, okay? This is a time in which it's going to be easier and more fun and enjoyable to get out and date, and I'll get into all of that. So, nonetheless, join or register for my free webinar to date better as a mom um, in order to date more empowered and also to be prepared for going into the Date Better program if you so choose to really want to commit to and invest in working on your dating journey. All right, here we are. Preparing to date in the spring slash dating season. So some of the episodes that will be linked are the episodes that I did on preparing to date in the fall, preparing to date in the winter, some old YouTube videos about being date ready, talking about dating season. All of that is in the show notes. So what do you need to know about being prepared to date in the spring? A lot of it is the same as the things you need to do to date anytime during the year, going out, being on the dating apps, working on things about yourself that you want to improve or change or shift so you can show up as your best self for other people. But also some just particular things. I always talk about having at least five outfits that you can rotate for your dates so that you have to give no thought to it at all. We're not doing the excuses of I can't go on a date because I don't have anything to wear. I don't know how to do my hair. What about my makeup? These are things that you're going to prepare for and already have ready to go. So because it's spring, I'm suggesting that you pick out some outfits, five outfits that you know you feel confident and comfortable in for springtime. So you would have also had these five outfits for wintertime. You would have also had these five outfits for fall. Now we're doing five outfits for spring. So start figuring out what those are. Do some shopping if you need to, but already have those five outfits that you're ready to rotate so that getting dressed and wearing something is never the issue. The same thing should go for your hair. How do you want to have your hair styled? Is there a certain, do you have protective styles that you leave in so you don't have to think about it? Do you have wigs that you're able to put on so you don't have to think so much about it? Do you have styles that you are easily able to do for your hair so that it is a low pressured situation to go on a date? Same with makeup. If you wear makeup, if you don't wear makeup, knowing what general products are that you want to put on, having practicing your makeup routine so that it's one that you have down easily and can do very quickly. It doesn't need to, again, be a stressful thing or be pressured. So these things you all need to have figured out. Be figuring them out right now. At the time of this recording, we are in mid-ish February. And so as March comes in and April comes in, you want to already have these things set so you can get out there and date. Some other things to think about when it comes to dating in the spring as a mom, this is spring break time for the kids, right? So there's likely a week in which your kids have no school. And that may be a great time to have some family time, but I'd also like to suggest that it's a great time to have some date time. So thinking now in advance, this is very important. This is going to take advanced planning, right? Of like looking at your schedule and blocking out times during maybe the kids' spring break that you can take for yourself to go on some dates. So that may mean, looking at are the kids in any sort of day program or camp? Are there certain people who are able to help you with childcare? Are there friends' houses and play dates that the kids can be on for a couple of hours so that you can go out? And so what I want to stress here is this is not about you already having a date set up. This is about you literally blocking out the time so that if you were to be asked on a date or decide to go hang out with somebody or spend time with somebody, you have that availability. So that one of the things that won't hold you back from going on the date is, oh, I don't have the time, or the kids, or or what about the kids, or things like that. So this takes advanced planning. This takes advanced thinking, because here's what I want to say. Even if you don't end up having a date during those time periods, you can be going to do something for yourself. Maybe you're doing shopping to prepare for your date wardrobe. Maybe you're going to Sephora to get your face made up to see what makeup works for you. Maybe you're going to get your hair done. Maybe you're just going to do a little self-care. Maybe you're going on a solo date. I talk about those. Maybe I'll link those episodes in the website. Sorry, in the show notes as well, of going to a restaurant, sitting at the bar, and getting yourself lunch or dinner. You know, chatting with the bartender, chatting with the people who are at the bar. The bar is a social space, um, as opposed to like sitting at a table at a restaurant, right? So these are the things you want to be thinking about coming into the spring. The weather's going to get a bit nicer. The kids will have a period of time off from school. This can be a great time for you to make time for dating and all that's involved with it. I want to check my notes, make sure I'm not missing anything in this area. Let's see. Oh, something that I think is also good to do is you have your 5 outfits, right? But also have like 5 restaurants that you want to try or go back to. Maybe you've already been, but already knowing where those places are, because either you can take yourself out there for some solo dates, you can go with friends, or these can be great suggestions for dates. So just knowing like, oh yeah, I'd love to go to this place, or I've been wanting to try this place, right? And then also have 5 activities that you would like to engage in, right? So maybe there's a concert you want to go to, maybe there's some networking event, maybe there's some sort of wine or tequila or whiskey tasting that you want to do. Maybe um, like in the summer, maybe this might be more of a summer thing, like a wine vineyard situation. So we can talk about that as when I do the episode on getting prepared to date in the summertime. But there's things like these candlelight concerts that are put on now, kind of in different places. I've been to a few, and they're actually one of my favorite activities to do. But just thinking of new things that maybe you haven't tried. Maybe you want to do, I don't know, some rock climbing at some, space or something like that. Um, Picking these things out because, one, they can just be fun, enjoyable things for you to do by yourself or with friends, but also they will be great date suggestions when you are meeting guys. Like, oh, I've wanted to try this, or I want to do this. Axe throwing. The list can be endless. Different pop-up events that happen in your town or nearby. A day trip of some sort in your state or a state nearby. Things like that. But you already want to have these picked out. So come March, I want you to know your 5 outfits. I want you to know your 5 restaurants. I want you to know your 5 activities. I want you to know your makeup routine. I want you to have hairstyle ideas by the time March comes, because we're gonna be getting into dating season, and we don't want to miss it. That's the thing. You don't get ready for dating season during dating season. You get ready for dating season before dating season, and you engage in dating season while it's here. And I would say true dating season is about May to September. But doing the prep work right now will get you nice and ready, so you don't have to, will have you ready so you don't have to get ready. So that by the time April comes, you're revving up, and then you can be full on. Okay. You already have the concert tickets or the plans booked or whatever come May, June, July, all that good stuff. So get ready for dating season / dating in the spring. That's all.